So hi you guys, it's us again. So right now we are doing our spice rubbed pork. These are just the ingredients. So we have our onion,
red onion,
our black beans, our cilantro, honey, apple cider vinegar, roast pork seasoning, 2 cloves of garlic, European butter, and light brown sugar.
and that was our spice rub in there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it gives you like what it's gonna taste like and what you need. And then on the back you have your instructions for what you're going to do. So the first thing that we need to do is preheat our oven
to
475. So if you can see, it gives you steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
So to what?
475.
All right, oven is preheated to 475. What's next?
So right now we are just going to wash and dry our fresh produce. So
What produce do we have?
we have our pork and then
Wash and dry the produce. So
your cilantro.
we need to peel and half the onions, and half of it, and the other half we need to chop. Okay.
Yes. So we're going to go ahead and peel. So we're going to go ahead and peel the onion and
Get everything prepped, and then we'll be back when we're ready to put the rub on.
Yeah. Okay. See you guys in a minute. Oh, that looks disgusting.
So this is the other half of the onion, the half that we're going to dice. Well,
So we have just finished having the onions, dicing the other half, and then doing the garlic and cilantro. So now we're about to drain and separate the black beans.
we've already opened them. So we're going to mix those with cool water.
Ooh, looks and smells so good.
All right, while those are draining, what's the next step, Angie?
We are supposed to wait for it to drain and...
Okay, so sear the pork, line a pan, and put the dry pork with paper towel, and pat the pork dry with paper towels. Okay.
Okay.
So we had the pork defrosting. We had it sitting out.
So we have already lined our pan with aluminum foil.
Give me a paper towel, please. If you want to do maybe, I guess it says.
Okay, so
we got to sear it first. Wait a minute. Wait till I finish.
So we have just finished patting dry our pork, and we have our salt and pepper and our spice blend. So she's just gonna season it on all sides.
Salt and pepper. And then it says add the okay.
So you're supposed to add the spice blend before you sear it. So like do the sides.
Okay. Let me get the other side.
This smells like taco seasoning.
It does smell like taco seasoning. Like seriously.
That's what it smells like. Don't use
That's
it all
what it
because you still didn't get it. Sorry.
I'm gonna do the sides like this. Angie is the cook in the family. She cooks all the meals, so she thinks nobody else knows how to cook but her.
I do know how to cook, and nobody else does.
So, yeah, parents, if you have a kid and they won't let you cook, it's because they think they know everything. But that's okay. All right, Andrew. What do we have over there on the stove? Do we have to
So over here, we just put about a tablespoon of olive oil in our pan to get ready to sear the pork.
It said to turn it on medium or high, medium to high heat.
So we'll do medium.
So we're gonna let the pan get hot,
and then we will place our pork on the saucepan or stove, and we'll show you what it looks like. So right now we're about to start searing our pork.
And we have to do this for 4 to 6 minutes.
On each side?
3 to 5 minutes, turning occasionally. So we're gonna let this sear for 3 to 5 minutes.
So Mom has just finished searing the pork, and we are about to put it in the pan.
Alright. There we go. It said leave any browning in the pan. I guess because we're going to use it. I'm not sure. What me and Angie did not do was read the instructions before we got started. So you're truly seeing us read it as we go. Alright. Alright, cool. So the next step it says is to I put the onions in the bowl, the sliced onions, and it says drizzle with olive oil. So I'm just, I pour some in there, but put that there. And then it says toss, add salt and pepper. A little pepper, a little salt, and mix.
And then we're going to add it to the other side of the pan.
Yeah. It says then transfer the other side of the pan with the seared pork. Cool. And then our next step is to roast for 20 to 22 minutes until the onions is tender. All right, so we're going to put this in the oven for about 22 minutes. We'll be right back.
Okay, so we're about to make our caramelized onions, so I'm just going to take the butter and put it in the pan.
So while the caramel onions are in a small pot, we heat the butter on a medium high until melted, and we're going to add the diced onions.
This looks really good.
Yeah, it looks very, very good. All right. And if you want to get the diced onions, and she's just gonna scoop those up in the little thing, in our little cup here. Let's make this a little bit faster. And cool. Once it goes in the pan, we're going to add salt and pepper. So it's melting. Yeah, go ahead and put the onions in there, Angie. And then salt and pepper if you want to grab that. I'm going to stir it up. And we're going to add salt and pepper.
And then pepper.
Okay. That's good. Now we're going to cook these for 3 to 4 minutes until lightly brown and soft. And then we're going to add the brown sugar and half a cup of water. So we've added the brown sugar and half a cup of water. And now you just have to let this cook for about 11 minutes until it's nice and thick. Stirring occasionally. It smells so good. So while the onions are cooking, we are going to cook the beans. So we're going to take the pan that we seared the meat in, add some olive oil extra to it to get it started again. And we're going to add the garlic and season with salt and pepper. So here's our fresh garlic in the pan. And season with some salt and pepper. So we've added the black beans to the garlic, and these are going to cook for about 4 minutes. And then we're going to add the vinegar and the other seasoning that go with the beans. It says to cook until the beans start to break down. And we added salt and pepper to taste. So here, guys, we just added the honey. That's the honey here. The rest of the vinegar that went on the onions for the roast, and the brown sugar, and a half cup of water. And this is going to cook for about 5 minutes. Hey guys, so this is the finished product. And so what we did, these are the beans, the caramelized onions at the bottom. We sliced the roast, and you added the roasted onions on top, and a drizzle of olive oil. The cilantro was cooked in with the beans, so now we're just going to taste it.